All right, welcome to another episode of the Independent Wrestling Shootout here on the JTR Podcast Network. This is Mark Reb, coming from the middle position in Champaign, Illinois, joined as always by my buddy Minderz. And we do so many of these, I almost got the name mixed up.
I was going to say, did you get the name wrong?
Yeah, a little bit.
Just
We're recording
about.
that one after this.
I about heard extreme come out of your mouth.
We're doing that one after this.
Remind me, I got stories about that.
Uh-oh.
Fun stories.
Yeah. Well, you've been working hard on the networking for that particular spectrum of pro wrestling history.
Maybe a little bit. Might have said something to one of our other people that listen, that told me he was going to disown us if he doesn't get included on one of them.
Oh, did you mention that you sent an email? Well, I like my idea.
I do too.
I don't know how that would happen.
Well, we'll make it work. If it's going to work, we'll make it work.
We will make it work. But that's pie in the sky hopes and dreams on JTR.
Dude, that's what I did to get the one that we've got.
Mm-hmm.
I just shot a message and said, "Hey."
Mm-hmm.
And he answered.
Yeah. Well, we're not talking about ECW on this show, Minderz, because this is the indie shootout. We got to talk about the indies because there's a lot of indies to talk about today.
Yeah, because there's not enough to talk about today, right?
Yeah. First things first, you took a little field trip down to PWE this weekend.
I sure did.
You and Mama.
Me and Mama. Mama got to see her Coco and got to meet Coco's mama.
Mm-hmm. Did Coco get his fudge?
Coco did get his fudge.
And
he was very excited. Nope.
He was actually asking for fudge. And I can't blame him because that fudge is good.
I still have some left. It's in the freezer, so it stays really well.
Yes.
So.
All right. Well, let's talk PWE, Minderz, because we had hot dogs and handshakes this past Saturday. Are you going to another one on Friday?
Not this Friday. That's not till July.
Oh, okay.
You mean the one you're talking, the other mill show?
Yes.
And that's not till July. Okay. It's like July 11th.
Gotcha. I think it's July 12th because I remember being on my mom's birthday.
It's 12. It's one of those days.
It's one of those. Okay. Well, anyway, we got to talk about this one here. First off, your thoughts on the show in general.
It was a lot of fun. There was a lot of chicanery. There was I had 2 favorite matches of the night.
Mm-hmm.
And not even that the others were bad. It was just they were my 2 favorites.
Mm-hmm. And I bet I know which ones they were.
No, Scott, bite me. Bite me, Scott. Bite me.
Now don't yell at our listeners.
Oh, I can yell at him because he was there and he saw. You thought I turned bright red last week on the podcast?
Mm-hmm.
You should have seen me Saturday night. Jerk.
Was it better or worse than this?
Worse. It was worse. That was only a hand touching me. He sat on my lap, and they got pictures.
On purpose?
Yes.
Like it wasn't like he got punched and fell into your lap. He actually just...
No, it was before he got in the ring, before his damn match.
All right. Well, we'll get to that, Minderz, because I want to get through this show because I think we have a guest lined up for today.
We're supposed to.
Yep.
It depends on if his Wi-Fi or if his internet's working out in the middle of nowhere. I'm assuming. Who knows?
Last time he was on, we're talking about Jimmy Carrot. He was in his car, which was a little bit better.
He was. That was a little better.
Eventually we'll get him in a proper indoor facility.
I kind of doubt that, but okay.
I think the only way we did that was when we were actually there in the same building.
At War Games.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he was a little beat up.
Uh-huh. Because he ate a ladder.
Actually, it was that one right there.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, anyway, let's get into it here. First off, let's talk the Battle Royal.
That wasn't the first match, though.
Oh, you have it in order.
I do.
Well, then let's go by your list then, because if you have it in order, we're going to go with that.
Okay, well, the first match, and I'll have you pull it up, it was the 6-man for the Overdrive Championship.
Uh,
Do you have a picture of that one?
I'm looking for it. I don't know if that one was actually one that we had. Maybe. No.
Nope. Hold on, I'm going to help. Oh, crap.
I love it when we're prepared.
Right. No, it's not on there unless it's up here towards the top, and I don't. No.
Okay.
All right, so.
Vindicated.
Yep. All right.
Captain
So,
Hook.
in this match was Derek Fullerton.
Mm-hmm. Your buddy?
No, my buddy. Sean Logan.
Okay, this guy?
That guy.
Uh-huh.
Or as everybody else, or as we know him, Sabotage.
Sabotage. Your buddy?
Eddie Martinez.
Okay.
Ethan Hare.
Ethan Hare?
Heyre.
Okay, I thought it was Hare, H-A-I-R.
No, Heyre.
Okay.
Hayer. Bax.
Bax.
And Cordell Kane.
Okay. Cordell's a friend. He's a friend from 01 from Edgewood.
And out of those guys, who would you have picked? You know who most of them are. I know who I was cheering for.
Out of all those, I think I would have gone with Bax. And not just because he's going to be with us next week.
Right. I guess I was wrong. There he is. No, Cordell Kane is actually the new Overdrive champion.
I've got to call that an upset. And I like Cordell. That's not a knock on Cordell.
It was a good match. I still think Bax was robbed, but it's only because I like Bax.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on 1 second.
Holding.
I'm trying to find out who somebody's last name was. Hold on. Don't you love it when I chuckle like that?
Yeah, it means you're up to something. Where's my NFL music?
Shut up. I don't like that music. The screaming goat's fine. Okay, we're good.
Okay.
Try the last name for somebody.
Okay.
Okay. Next up. So Cordell Kane, that would be the title that was dropped by Ashton Reacher. So
gotcha. So they're determining a new champion.
Yep, that was a new champion. There was no champion's advantage. It was
no Minderz law there.
Nope, no Minderz law. Next there was a fight that just broke out in the back and just fought to the ring.
Uh-oh.
And all the wrestlers were trying to pull them apart. And
were they getting thrown about?
Not really thrown about. But he has a shirt that says "Yeet or be yeeted."
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Was he wearing it?
He was not, because he was already in gear. So they were already ready to go. So Herzog and Camaro Jackson, they fought to the ring, and the match never really got started because they hit Lenny. Lenny got hit with a chair by Camaro. Lenny got hit with a chair by Herzog.
That's just a day at the office for Lenny, though.
Yeah, Lenny was having a day at the office.
Now, if I remember right, these two had a match before that kind of went the same way. It just fell apart.
Yeah, except that one got started, but they fought off. So I'm assuming they've been fighting this entire time.
They might still be fighting now.
They probably are. They really probably are.
And did I see right that Lenny announced a rematch for these two?
Yes, there is at Faircade 3.
And it's not just any match, Minderz.
No, it is a cage match. So I guess that's to keep everybody safe is more of what I'm thinking it is.
I'm getting that impression.
Yeah. So they're going to do that to keep everybody safe.
But they don't need to keep people out of the cage because nobody wants to get in between these two.
Right.
I feel bad for the poor staff that has to referee this match.
It's a cage match. I mean, stay in the corner, out the hell out of the way, and you're just there to count to 3. That's it.
I bet whoever the referee is wishes it was like WWF style in the 80s where there was no referee in the ring and they had to just wait for somebody to come out.
Who could escape? Yeah, no kidding. But yeah, so
maybe KLD needs to be the special referee.
Yeah, maybe.
Or Warhorse. He's all about law and
not
order.
Warhorse. No. No, I don't like him in cage matches or dangerous matches or any of that. I've seen him in one too many. I don't want to see him anymore.
Okay, so this match never happened. It was a no contest.
This basically never happened. Yeah, it was a no contest.
Okay.
The Battle Royal, that's where we can go ahead and put up some of the guys that were in it. Eagle Eye was in it. Mm-hmm. Brandon Aarons was in it. I think that's pretty much all the people we have pictures of.
Yeah, because the other one was Sean Logan. He was in the 6-man.
Yeah, he was in the 6-man. Actually, a few of our buddies were in this that you might know.
Uh-huh.
One, Quest Parker.
Nice. QP.
No,
he wasn't.
Scratch that.
He was in another match.
Scratch that. No, he wasn't. He was not in that one. One, Anthony Lopez.
Oh, yeah, he had to have something to do because Quest had a match.
Noah Clover.
Okay.
Kenny Calix.
Nice.
I think he's going by Nove. I don't know. I can't really hear what he was saying, but it's SLB from used to be SLB.
Kevin Rabowski.
Yeah, but he's going by Navajo. He's going by something funky now.
But he's not the skinny little bastard anymore?
Well, he's still the skinny little bastard, but he's
not called
not going by skinny little bastard anymore.
He's still a skinny bastard.
Yeah, oh yeah. So yeah, there was a few of the guys. Sawyer was in it. Ooh. I just told you his name. Whose name did I tell you not to forget?
Oh, I forgot. The guy with the beard.
Yep. You're terrible. You are sucking today as a co-host.
It's been a week.
You are sucking today as a co-host. Where's Lenny? There's Lenny.
Mm-hmm.
Now he still hasn't answered me on the other one, so Lance Gettemeyer.
Gettemeyer, okay.
Gotta remember. Hey, it's a dweeb.
Apparently he's critiquing our performance.
Of course he always is.
You know what? I can't remember because my brain is pudding right now. But if you want to say I'm going to come a dweeb, I'll take it. I'll take that one on the chin this time.
But anyway, that was who I was in that. Not everybody, but I don't remember who all the people were. So.
Who won? That's the big question.
Oh, well, that would be Brandon Aarons. Yes, him. That guy. I've seen him a few times now. He's really good. He is really good.
I have not seen him.
When you'll like him. Next up was one Baracus.
Baracus, where did he go? I got him.
Natural.
Oh yeah, right there.
I was like, can you find Nick? Nick is easy to find. Yeah. So
I'll fight.
I'm not sure what Fullerton was doing out there because he didn't do a damn thing.
Well, he's probably out there for moral support.
Well, Baracus beat the shit out of Nick Natural. So whose hair sucks?
Can't be mine.
Might be mine.
Well, his.
Oh. So maybe Baracus or Nick Natural.
Or Fullerton.
Or Fullerton. Could be Fullerton. Next up we had Noel.
Wait, who won?
Oh, I thought I said Baracus won. Baracus kicked the shit out of Nick Natural.
Oh, that doesn't mean he didn't lose.
No, he lost.
Okay.
He lost in fun fashion.
In fun fashion, okay. Well, I like Baracus.
Like squash. So. It was real fun. Oh, there's no TNT this week.
No TNT this week. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Well, I mean, they're voted for Bear for War Games.
No, I get War Games is going on. I get that War Games is Saturday. Don't get me wrong. All right, let's focus on PWE right now.
All right. Moving on.
Noel.
I like Noel. She impressed me last time we saw her.
Versus Rachel.
Mm-hmm.
It was really good. I thought it was very
And this
good.
isn't, as we talked about last week, this is a misleading picture because Noelle is the women's champion.
Well, Noelle is still the women's champion.
Aha.
She retained.
Was she still crazy?
Yep. She didn't have her mask, though, this time. She had it
Ah.
painted on her face.
Ah.
Yeah. All right. Here we go.
Next
Quest
up.
Parker against James Brady.
Yeah, Cruiserweight Championship.
And remember, last week I even said I was concerned. I don't even remember what I said. I was concerned, though, that I thought Brady would have some questionable tactics because of the tape. Jared! Hey, Jared. I saw him Saturday.
Oh, yeah?
Uh-huh.
Was he talking shit about me again?
Of course. You still can't park.
I have video evidence that says otherwise. I showed it last week.
We're not playing it.
Okay. We don't have to play it again.
We're not playing.
I'm secure in my parking ability, I'll have you know.
This match was actually very good. I was very impressed with Quest on this. He did a great job. There's a few things he still needs to kind of work on. Not that it's not bad things. It's just me being nitpicky.
It's growth.
Yeah, it's just me being nitpicky. But we do have
nitpick?
or stir the pot or any of that. But we do have a new cruiserweight champion. So Quest Parker brought home some gold.
Very nice. He's been due for a long time in multiple places.
Yeah. Yeah.
See? Oh, ain't that nice?
He's nice. And then following that up was KLD and Calvin Coco. I was scared.
This is a clash of styles.
It is. This is classic David and Goliath.
Coco was a strong dude, though. So was he able to pick up KLD?
Well, please.
Trauma Unit versus Hooligans. Book it.
Book it. Or PME versus Trauma Unit, because we'll talk about them here in a minute, because that was really good.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
KLD and Calvin Coco, I was scared. You know me.
For Coco?
I worry about Coco. And yes, Coco is strong. However, he tried twice. KLD big. He big. Yes, I already did, Jared. I already talked about the Overdrive Championship, how Cordell Kane is the new champ. So, but Coco went to try to pick KLD up twice. Okay, so picture this. You have me and Mama sitting in the front row, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm recording it. Mom goes, I want him to be able to, but he really can't pick him up, can he? I go, Mom, just wait. He's going to do it. He's going to do it. I promise you I have faith. And probably another 10, not quite 10 minutes, probably 3 or 4 minutes later, he succeeds and he picks him up and does the Samoa drop. And you can hear me as I'm videoing it. Mom, I told you, Mama, I told you so. Because I'm a big nerd.
Or dweeb, as some people like to say.
Or as a dweeb, yeah. KLD did win, which totally get it. However, he did shake Coco's hand, treated him like a very good opponent. And yes, equal's a good word for it. It was really nice.
They look like the number 10 when they stand next to each other.
Yeah, basically. I was wrong. What did I say earlier that I thought? It's PT, not PJ. PT Beckham. PT Beckham. I couldn't think of his name earlier. He was in the Rumble. He was one of the last 3.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Let's see. Up next was Eric Surge. There you go. Versus Brandon Beretta.
That's a big deal.
You want to talk about that? Was your Haas fight?
Mm.
That was your Haas fight with a lot of wrestling moves and not too many big moves. There were some big moves, just not a lot of them, and it was very good. I put that back up there. Okay.
What? You're trying to see if he has hair?
No. I was checking. For some reason, I didn't realize Brandon was with NWA.
Yeah, I think he's might be doing
those
something
signs up there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, he's in. Ooh. Okay.
I think. Don't quote me on that, but I think.
Okay.
We'll learn more about that next week on JTR.
Well, Brandon Beretta defeated Eric Surge.
Okay.
It was a really good fight.
When in doubt, always bet on the guy whose two initials are the same.
That didn't work out for Coco.
That's true.
Keith
Trust
Smith
says Beretta's cool. Everyone else is a dweeb.
Well, we know this.
Is
I'm
there
surprised
ever
he says he's
respect
cool.
on the dweebs? He spells dweeb with a capital D. Is that a respect thing or just emphasis?
It must be respect. I mean, if he's talking about us, he'd have to show us a little bit of respect. We have given him a shooting. He's gotten back-to-back shootings.
Mm-hmm. He's a moment maker, that Benjamin Trust.
He is a moment maker because he's got moment of the year for twice.
Mm-hmm.
One time was for getting thrown out of the ring.
One was for outsmarting Bradley Todd.
Yeah. I'm not even going to go there.
Nope.
Big Munch versus Keith Smith Jr.
Oh, this wasn't the main event.
No, it was not.
By the way, I checked with Keith. He does not have it.
Oh, okay. That kind of makes me feel better that he doesn't have it kind of makes me feel better that he doesn't. So, but I guess it's probably going to be just next week that I end up seeing it.
So after Saturday, from what I understand, you and Keith are best friends?
No, we're not best friends. Although we did come to the understanding that there's only one more of his generations, of his family generations, that needs to sit on my lap.
That's the little one?
That's the little one. And he told me, he's like, I think that can be arranged. I said, oh, great. Okay.
Well, Minderz is for the kids.
I am for the kids. But Keith Smith Jr. versus Big Munch. Man, you know me. I told Keith that I thought he was going to win last week, but you know me better than that. You knew I was pulling for Munch. But Munch kind of got screwed because that I gotta go back and look his name up again because I forgot him again already.
Sugarmeyer, whatever his name is. The tall guy with the beard?
Yeah, the tall guy with the beard, but it's not Sugarmeyer. Lance
Watermaker. Lance Gettemeyer. Hey, I was just guessing. But hey.
You got it. Gettemeyer. We got to remember that. For some reason, I cannot remember his name. Lance Gettemeyer actually interfered and helped Keith win.
Yeah, Keith always has a trick up his sleeve.
Huh?
Keith always has a trick up his sleeve, even when he's not wearing sleeves.
Right? Munch did not win, Sean. Yep, I told you. Actually, the main event ended up being PME against the Hooligans for the Tag Team Championship.
Okay.
And Hooligans pulled a couple quick ones because this wasn't a...
Was it a no DQ match?
It did, no, it wasn't a no DQ match, but it ended in a disqualification and PME won.
But they didn't win the titles.
Correct. And so Hooligans kind of grabbed the nether regions of the ref.
I hope it was a male ref.
It was.
Okay.
But yeah, they kind of sit him. Yeah, he disqualified them.
At a very high octave.
Yeah. Well, I wasn't. I was watching from the hallway, so I couldn't exactly hear, but I heard.
Were you talking to Coco during this match?
I sure was. Papa, you would ask me that, and
I need to get you some of those microphones so you can just do a match with Coco.
Like when we're talking?
Yeah. What does the Philly Marino experience?
There you go.
I remember that from last year because I remember they were managed by Fonzie at I think AIW. Dallas is the ref's name. Dallas the ref.
Yeah, poor Dallas.
It's pretty coincidental that his last name happens to be the ref.
Right? Doesn't that work great? But that was pretty much the show. They didn't have an intermission. We were out of there by 9:15.
Yeah, you were sending me messages at like 9 o'clock saying you were on your way home. I was like,
yeah,
holy crap.
Yep. They started at 6:30 and they didn't stop. They didn't take an intermission.
How was the crowd?
It was a good crowd.
Were they into it?
They were into it, yeah. There's some. I mean, they were into it. They were cheering. They were booing. They were. I was giving Keith shit.
Did they behave?
Of course they did. Everybody did. I did. I'll put it this way. I did not have a headache when I left.
That's a glowing review.
It really is, because if you think about it, most of the shows we go to anymore, I leave with a headache because either screaming children or screaming people. And this one was not bad. It was a very fun time. I had a lot of fun. So there you go.
I'm looking forward to the next time I can get there.
Well, that's pretty much the only show we have results for, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so they are doing another show on the 10th. Because, what company isn't doing a show on the 10th?
Everybody's doing a show on the 10th. This coming Saturday.
Yeah, this coming Saturday. And it's going to be at Centralia. I do know that we have people that we know that are going. So that will be nice because we will have hopefully some feedback. There we go. I was looking for the... looks like Thunder Kitty's going to be back in action.
Hey, I like that Thunder Kitty.
Thunder Kitty versus Izzy B. Uh-oh.
Is it a Pokemon?
Ben, I am going in July. Reb can't go, but I'm going. Mom and I are coming.
I think Bari's going. Yeah.
Yep. Keith Smith Jr. is going to have to defend it against Damian Blackwell and Cash Borden.
Wait, I thought he was defending against Rhino.
No, that's not till July.
That's the July show. Okay.
Well, we're assuming he's defending against Rhino.
If he's still champion, he will defend against Rhino.
Yes.
Otherwise, he's just going to get his butt kicked by Rhino.
Okay, we got to take bets on this one. It's Camaro Jackson versus Derek Fullerton. How far is Derek getting eaten?
Well, he's kind of a big guy.
So is Camaro.
I'm going to say he's going to bounce off of the ropes back into the ring.
Okay.
Not unlike Trust.
Start talking Pokemon, he'll turn this podcast off.
It's fine, I don't like Pokemon any more than Trust.
We don't know anything about Pokemon.
I don't. I just know that I couldn't swing a dead cat without hitting some doofus playing that damn Pokemon game 5 years ago.
Digimon, a little bit.
Nothing. I'm not an anime guy.
So the Hooligans.
The who?
The Hooligans.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Go on.
Are going against Calvin Coco and Eagle Eye.
Interesting.
I'm really curious to see how those two work together. I think they're going to work really well together. Yeah, and that's fine. And then there is a match between Vincent Sawyer and Harsh.
Harsh from the Power Trip.
Yes. Well, so is Damian Blackwell. He's from Power Trip too, but he's in the...
Now, if I remember, I think Coco said something. He was hoping that he was going to get to team with Eagle Eye at some point.
Yes. So I'm excited to see this.
All right, hang on real quick. Scott Harden put this up. You must Pikachu. Trust responds.
I saw the angry faces. I was like, I'm glad those aren't at me.
No. Thank you, Scott, for being our dweeb buffer.
Yeah, thank you. But that's going to be at Centralia Community Youth Center in Centralia, Illinois.
The Utes.
Yeah, what?
The Utes. It's a Ute Center.
It's a Utes.
Never seen My Cousin Vinny?
Oh, yeah, you're right.
two youths.
Sorry.
The two what?
Doors open at 5, bell time at 6.
I'm kind of ridiculous today.
You are.
Makes for good content.
And it is July 11th that they're wrestling at the Mill again.
Alrighty.
Maybe, Sean.
Yes. No, we will. We'll talk about that.
Okay, where do we want to go next?
Let's see.
Signal 10?
Let's talk Signal 10. Let's give our guest a little time to jump in before we talk about the two main events this weekend.
Oh, we got time.
Yeah.
We got plenty to talk about.
Oh, yeah. All right, so let's get into Signal 10, Minderz. I don't have any graphics, so this is on you.
I sent you these, and you don't remember.
Oh, you did. Hang on.
First of all, we might not have graphics, but there's one match that has caught my attention very much.
Has it piqued your interest, as the kids say?
It has. Very much has it piqued my interest. But we will start out here with one damn right Sam Knight.
Ah, yes.
It's going after Logan Myers for that heavyweight championship.
Poor Logan. Oh, yeah, it's from this JTR Podcast posted this. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, give me like 2 seconds here. And some of these are just last names, which is throwing me off. But
yeah.
Oh, speaking of, there we go. All right. All right, we're going to do this one at a time here. What the?
Sorry.
Oh, you.
I moved one of the War Games things, too. You need to move it back. I didn't mean to. I tried to grab the slider bar.
Oh, I see.
Okay.
All right. Oh, wrong one.
That's fine. We could do that one next.
All right, let's do that.
We got Wolf versus Hertz. Avery Hertz.
I think
this ought to be
with 2 Fs.
2 Fs. I know what comes to mind, but I'm.
Oh boy.
Oh! Really? Really? You're going there? I hate you right now. I so hate you right now. All right. Make your pick, Reb.
All right, Hertz and Wolf.
Yeah, Wolf.
I'm going to go with Avery. I'm going with the investment.
I'm going with Wolf.
Wolf.
Next one. How about you put up that? Well, what one did you put up?
I got Omen and Beretta.
Nope, we got another one.
Let's see.
They've got Cecil versus yep, that one.
There we go.
When
I first saw Cecil, I thought it was Seashell, but
yeah, versus Appalachia. Hijo de Appalachia. Yeah. I don't think they're going to take that belt off of Appalachia yet. So, and it'll depend on if there's any interference too.
Yes, that's true.
Shotgun City Sheriff is going to be in action.
Oh,
that's not him.
I missed.
There he is. He looks cranky.
He looks like a disgruntled sheriff.
He looks like a sheriff that hasn't hit his quota yet.
Mm-hmm.
Against Stray, which
it's a big boy.
This looks like it could be a test for him.
Yeah.
But I ain't counting out the sheriff. I'm going to go with the sheriff on this one.
I'm inclined to agree.
Especially since I can't go with the sheriff on our AVW picks. So I'll pick him now.
I wonder why. There's a couple reasons why.
There's a few reasons why, because I'm torn on that one. I'm really torn, and I've been thinking about it all day.
Okay. Next up, you get.
That one has really got my interest, too. Because we know Elijah's good.
Yes.
We know Elijah Eros is good. Have you seen Shiloh Graves?
I have not.
Okay, so he's one of Sam's buddies.
Okay.
Shiloh's great. He's a great heel. I absolutely love him. I'm bummed that I can't make it to this because I would love to see Shiloh again. And I used to see him he used to be at New Wave all the time.
Yeah.
With Sam, because him and Sam were buddies over there. So, yeah. That one piqued my interest when I first saw it.
Okay.
And then
picks.
I'm going with Shiloh.
Okay.
You know I love Elijah.
Yeah.
But I'm going with Shiloh.
I'll go Elijah just because I like the upset.
All righty, sounds good to me.
Then I got one more here.
Yep.
Jake Ullman, Brandon Beretta. How long did you have to think about your pick on this one, Minderz?
A while. I really did. I had to think about it.
Is the SCX championship on the line in this match?
I don't believe so. They don't have it stating that it is. So I don't believe so.
Because he does defend that title like through the year. Does he?
He does. He does.
It's not just for the expo.
Right. He usually does defend it at different places, but it looks like he's not at this one.
Okay.
Look, Brandon's good. He is good.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't bet against Jake.
Is it also partly because Trust talks shit?
Yeah, that too. He's not helping Brandon any.
Yeah, I got to go Ullman on this one.
I can't not go Ullman. He let me.
Friend of the show, Jake Ullman.
He let me hold the belt.
I'm still kind of jealous about that, by the way. He was the centerpiece of Squirt Circle Expo Month on the Jumping the Rail podcast.
He was the one.
Him and Heather.
They're our main ones that come back every year, and we appreciate it so much.
Yes.
Okay, now where are we going? Hybrid?
Well, that's Signal 10. Let's do hybrid.
Because since we're still waiting on our guest, and I'm hoping his shoot job might have gotten away because he doesn't normally get off till 7. So
he might be polishing his basil.
He might be. Or he might be getting set up and the internet just hasn't connected yet.
That's true. All right, hybrid Minderz.
Hybrid. See, I was really curious who all, because there's a lot of people that are busy this day. There's a lot of shows going on.
And on this day.
On the 10th. I mean, there's so many shows going on though.
And Backlash too.
Yeah. So there's so many shows.
It's almost like WrestleMania weekend all over again.
Kinda. With show day approaching, we wanted to let everyone know with Cole Radrick recovering from surgery.
Yes, he did post today that the surgery went well.
Yep.
So good thoughts to Reddy Daddy.
Dalton Davis will leave the table open to every and any challenger who will step up to the plate inside West Vigo Community Center for Hybrid Championship Wrestling's Born to Battle.
Well, it won't be Clayton.
Won't be Clayton.
Won't be Cobra.
Won't be Cobra.
Won't be Ace. Ace is still in Japan, right?
No, Papa. Your son is one that's worse. I'm just saying. I saw his back and his head and everything else after this past weekend.
Oh, that one.
That one. Yeah, so we'll see who it's going to be. It won't be Ace. Ace has a show in Indy.
Dillinger?
Could be Dillinger. Crane,
that's a good one. Won't be Sam. One of the O'Doyles, perhaps?
It could be Sam. I mean, it's just Terre Haute to Brazil, so it could be Sam.
That's true. Maybe Cecil O'Doyle. Or Mikel O'Doyle.
I'm not even going there.
Could be Jackson O'Doyle. That company's lousy with O'Doyles.
Yeah, they do have a lot. So current Wrestling Revolver Remix Championship champion Crash Jackson will actually defend his title against our buddy Christian Rose.
Christian Rose. About him. He can walk out with 2 belts.
He's in a match. He's in a match.
But he could always step up, walk out with 2 belts and a beer. He could beat Dalton Davis, take his beer and his belt.
This is a triple threat.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. And Isaiah Moore.
I don't know him.
I'm not 100% sure who he is either.
But
anyway, it's triple threat. Some call Minder's Law.
All right. Well, I'm going to call Christian Rose.
Okay. And then they have another triple threat match. Thomas Heim, Heim.
Okay. Heim sounds right.
Heim versus Gaston Leroux.
Oh, Gaston Leroux. We have his book with him?
Yeah, it looks like he does. Versus Logan Myers.
Wait a minute. Oh, he's making both shots there because he's working Sam.
Again.
So?
Doesn't mean Sam can't do it.
That's true. Is there anything on the line in this match, or is it just a three-way?
It's just a three-way.
I'm going Logan.
I'm going Gaston. As much as I despise Gaston, I'm going Gaston.
Will we ever get a Gaston Leroux versus Count Noctis match?
That would be hilarious. On the poster.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, that could be who's going to challenge Dalton. It could be Sage Phillips.
Huh.
And then Eric Dillinger's the other one that's on the poster.
I bet that would be Dillinger. What about Oliver Kane? Where's he at?
I don't know where Oliver's at. All right, so there's Hybrid.
Okay. And that's on Saturday?
That's on Saturday.
In Terre Haute.
Terre Haute.
Is it at West Vigo or is it at Stride?
Nope, it's at West Vigo. All right, let's move on to Iron Spirit.
Iron Spirit Pro.
Yep.
Where are they at this weekend?
Bloomington. Normal. Bloomington, normal, whatever.
Their home base, okay.
Yep. All right, Born to Shine is the name of this one.
Okay.
There's a few matches on here that I'm excited about, and there's some that I don't know who these people are. Hold on, I'm going to save this so I can make it bigger because the type on it is really small.
Okay.
And I'm blind.
Hey, Minderz, look who's here.
Hey, Shonplay! Where are you at? Are you still working the night shift? I like that guy. He's a lot of fun.
I don't know how much she's going to know about the Midwest independence as opposed
he's
to
about to
JTR,
learn.
but we're glad to have him back.
Yes.
He's becoming one of my favorite regulars.
Oh, yeah. He's so much fun. All right, so we got the new guys.
Nice.
Versus Eddie Grayson and Jack Valor.
That's they were at Glory.
They were at Glory. Yes, they were at Glory.
I like both teams. I got to go new guys.
I'm going new guys. That was kind of a no-brainer for me. Pretty much, I can understand that. We've got Shane. I always pronounce his name wrong.
Shane Boucher?
Yes. Thank you. Shane
Title
Boucher.
Match?
Huh?
Title match?
Iron Spirit Pro Downstate Championship match.
Please tell me it's not Connor Hopkins again.
Versus Angel Escalera.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, we're making picks, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I go Shane.
Okay. I'm going Shane too. Iron Spirit Pro Tag Team Championship. So we got the Hype.
I hope the Hype.
Versus they hate me. Latino's Most Wanted.
Oh, that'll be good.
Won't it?
That's gonna be good. Shadowplay indie wrestling has saved my wrestling fandom about 15 years ago. I'm just gonna say I agree with you.
I've seen them wrestle each other.
Which ones are the champs?
The Hype is.
You know what? I'm gonna go out on a limb. I'm gonna say Latino's Most Wanted. I'm calling new champs.
I'm gonna stick with the Hype. And guess what? We just had a cancellation.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, shoot job got in the way. He can't get out.
No big deal. We'll put him over anyway.
We'll put him over.
Then I can actually mention what I was thinking without getting any kind of sass or criticism.
Oh, you're still gonna get sass.
But not from Jimmy.
Yeah.
Card subject to change, everybody.
Yeah, card subject to change. Sorry about that. I probably You want me to pull an audible? Let me see if I can pull an audible real quick.
We'll try to get a substitute guest.
Yeah, let me see if I can pull an audible real quick. Go ahead and talk. Did you pull these up? So you
let's pay some bills real quick.
Okay.
All right, hang on. First off, I gotta throw this up. There we go.
Yay! Card subject change.
All right.
Okay, I'm trying
because it does. Also, real quick, Shadow Boy made he said indie shows wrestlers are more thankful to the fans who put on banger after banger. Had to throw in the Sheamus reference. Of course he did. Yeah, it's like I prefer indie shows so much more than going to like WWE TV tapings and all that because you don't get the interaction with the fans or the wrestlers.
I much prefer going to an indie show.
It's like going to a small con every time you go.
It really is.
It is. Less people-y than like a Squared Circle Expo.
Okay, so we were talking about Iron Spirit.
Yes.
Hold on. I'm working.
You get some of those magnifying glasses like my wife has for when she's working at the computer.
Sorry. So the other one I just tried to call an audible on is at work also.
Okay.
So I asked him about the other one. I'm like, we'll get him to talk. All right. Anyway, let me get back to Iron Spirit. Okay. This one I'm actually real excited about. It's Solomon Tupu. Uncle
Tupu.
T. Uncle T versus Bruce Hamilton.
Oh.
Right? For the Iron Spirit Pro Championship.
That is a Haas fight deluxe.
That's a Haas fight. I just saw Bruce at Dreamwave when I saw him on Dreamwave. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's impressive. He's very impressive. But,
I don't know that I can go against Tupu though.
But it's Tupu. It's Tupu. It's Uncle T. Can't. All right.
Was that going to be on IWTV, by the way?
It's Iron Spirit, so I don't think so.
Okay.
We might have to sweet talk somebody. Boo. All right. Yeah, it's just us tonight, kids.
All right. Could be worse.
Somebody else is busy taking a test.
A test?
For school. For school.
Oh, for school. Okay.
Oh, I like these guys. Okay, so this is a #1 contendership for the Downstate Championship.
Okay.
John Bonhart.
Okay.
No clue. Alfonso Gonzalez. I'm hearing OTT is in contract with WWE about maybe having Lyra returning to OTT for a show. Nice.
Interesting.
Alfredo Albiter. Albiter. Albiter.
Sounds right. Albiter.
Okay. Yeah. And Sean Logan.
Okay. The aforementioned
Sean Logan. Oh, hold on. We might have, hold on, there's one more. We have one more little glimmer of hope.
The suspense is palpable.
Right? Enzio Orlandi versus Sean Galway.
I remember him. He teamed up with BA at the first Glory show.
Oh, joy. So he needs new friends.
Well, he got dumped by VA, so he needs friends.
Yeah, well, then he's fine. And then there's a singles match.
Oh, wait, hang on. We got to make picks. Who's Ezio wrestling?
Ezio and Sean Galway. He looks like a prick, so I think I'm going to go as Ezio. Okay, but this one's going to be tough. You ready? This one is almost they teased me with a good time, damn it.
Uh-oh.
It's one Connor Hopkins.
Okay.
Versus Zach Abstract.
Ooh. I thought you were going to say Connor Hopkins and Christian Rose again. But Connor and Zach, is this for the Baja Invitational Championship?
No.
Is it for the Dreamwave Championship?
No. He doesn't.
Okay, my watch is telling me it's time to stand. I'm recording a podcast, watch. I can't get up. I got a feeling that Connor has too many tricks, so I'm going to go with Connor.
I'm going to go with Zach because he's on a winning. He is on a
roll. He just took that Baja Invitational Championship across the oceans to the land of the rising sun.
Yes. So we had an indie show. Oh wait. Oh damn you! Let me hit the button. We had an indie show here called Irish Whip Wrestling where Sheamus made his name, but Sheamus fell out with the owner and they have beef still. Irish Whip is defunct now.
I gotta say, Irish Whip Wrestling is kind of an on-the-nose idea for a name for an Indian in Ireland.
It really is.
But I don't hate it.
I don't either.
It'd be like if an Indian in Oklahoma had Oklahoma Roll Wrestling.
Right.
Hoot Supreme is in the chat here.
Hoot Supreme!
I think he likes that Hoot Supreme handle because...
and the Ubangi. He likes Ubangi too.
Yes.
He's tired of me calling him Boo Boo. That's what it is.
At least it's not Ubu, like the dog at the end of the sitcoms.
Sit, Boo Boo, sit. Good dog.
Sorry. All right, let's get into 0-1. We got War Games on Saturday.
Hold on.
Oh, wait, you're holding on.
Let's do AVW. I'm still waiting to hear back about possibly one more person.
Is he King?
No.
Oh.
No, he's on Trauma Unit's team.
Oh.
And it's not the manager.
It's not Devontae for the 12th time.
Nope, not Devontae. He's actually
Papa
listening
Pullman,
to us right now.
Papa Pullman says best Irish whip was by Pat O'Connor. I like Hercules when he looked like he was going to tear the guy's arm out of his socket because he wouldn't like use the hand on the back. He would just sling him by both hands. I haven't seen enough Pat O'Connor to really have an opinion on him, but I don't have the years of wisdom that Papa Pullman has.
Okay, so I have the card for Sunday.
For AVW, I got the pictures.
You do?
They're still they're the ones from last week.
They've changed some of them.
They've changed. Okay, I'm taking these off then, so I'm not confused.
Okay, well, they've changed some of them.
Okay.
Some of them you might be able to keep. And somebody said that he owes us big time. I said, you're damn right you do.
Shadowplay, let us know if we checked out OVW. Al Snow was doing great. I like OVW.
We like most of the people out at OVW.
Well, if Shadowplay likes OVW, what's your take on Jack Vaughn?
Yeah, what do you think about Jack? We like Jack.
Buddy, friend of the show. He was on on JTR last month.
Okay. Do we want to? We're gonna have a guest here in a minute.
Ooh, Papa Pullman saw him live against Big Thunder Gene Kiniski.
Oh wow.
So we have a guest coming.
Yeah, that can't stay long.
We don't need him long.
We don't need him long. And there he is.
Oh, there he is. Hang on.
There he is.
Where's my doorbell?
Get your doorbell.
Minderz, would you like to do the honors?
Yes, it is the one dreaded lion, Chris O'Brien.
It sure is.
Chris, thank you for joining us on short notice.
Hey, it's always a pleasure. Yeah, that's what's up. I'm here.
It's calling audible, and well, we had Carrot on, and then Carrot's job kind of said no, and then Levante's at work and Theo's busy, and we're like, he goes, let me get Chris.
We don't know Jovi.
Yeah, where's Jovi? Yeah, we don't even know where he's at right now. Shoot.
I still never met Jovi, so that's got to happen Saturday.
That'll happen Saturday. You'll meet Jovi. All right, Chris, what's the plan? We're winning, right?
Hey, absolutely. There's no doubt in it. We're like, shoot, we're going in and we're just putting out the light. That's enough said, right?
Yeah. I've got signs ready. One says, let's go to war. The other one says, turn out the light.
It's nothing.
And if you guys are wearing war paint, I want war paint because the whole crew is coming in. No, you don't understand, Red.
I thought my name was Mark.
No, mine's Mark. According to a lot of people. Papa, you don't have... Papa, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
He wants his fish back.
He can't have his fish back.
Anakin might not be at 100% after his death match Saturday.
That's his own fault.
Yeah, I mean, that's Anakin's fault. He should have been ready for the war. Like, if you're going to war, you got to prepare for a war. Like,
are you ready for a war?
We're ready. We're ready. I mean,
you got your loaded armband and the whole 9 yards because you had that surgery.
Yeah, probably need an extra rabbit just in case. But no, like, we're ready. We're ready. So yeah, I think I speak for everybody that's representing Trauma Unit. Even Jovi, even though he's like on short notice, you know what I mean? Jovi, like he said in his promo, he's packing them guns, so he's ready too. Jimmy Carrot's ready. Like, Jimmy Carrot's always ready.
Jimmy's always ready.
Devontae's ready. Devontae's been ready. He's fired up.
Yeah.
Theo, I mean, shoot, he's a mountain. You can't take him down. So,
right?
Is it hard getting together with Jimmy to strategize? I'm just curious. He's hard. He's kind of a hard guy to track down.
Yeah, I guess wherever Basil takes him, right?
Basil, yeah. Well, here's my thing, Reb. Do you really need to strategize with Jimmy Carrot? I mean, you know what he's going to do.
Just show him the highest part of the cage and say, just jump off that.
No, that's not what he said.
He's a loose cannon.
He is a loose cannon. He may be
the powder keg.
Powder keg. The powder keg.
But yeah, so I think this is the first year that I am completely cheering for the heels. Completely. Because last year they had Lander joining them. Lander. Sorry, couldn't do it.
Hey. But
this year, yeah, I'm behind you guys 100%. So.
We appreciate that. Shoot. I'm honored.
All right.
First heel team. So yeah, hell yeah, that's badass. Actually, that's badass.
We do have a question. Is KC gonna at least be around?
I don't know. It's gonna be a mystery. He might make his presence known. I'm hoping that KC shows up, but KC is kind of operating on his own time.
Yeah. Shadowplay definitely a heel guy since Ravens ECW days.
So Shadowplay is one of our buddies from Ireland that's been listening to our other podcasts too. So we've made good friends.
All the way from Ireland. Wow.
We're international.
Wow.
We're international.
Yeah. Worldwide.
Yeah. So Chris, I have to say thank you. This is the first time you haven't called me a bottom feeder on the podcast, so I appreciate it. I
feel like you know what I mean? The roles have changed a little bit, and like you're seeing the right side. Like, I have to respect you. You know what I mean? Respect Reb too. So you're either with the Trauma Unit or you're not. So yeah.
Well, we're with you.
Oh, we're with you. So, you're not a bottom feeder. Everybody else on the light, and that's rooting for the light, is a bottom feeder. So they're bottom feeder.
All right. Well, you heard it here. So, well, Chris, I know you had to kind of not stick around too long, so we'll go ahead and let you go. We'll talk about war games on here with the two of us, and that way we're not putting you completely on the spot like we did today and say, hey, can you jump on for a minute?
Well, hey, I'm glad I was available. So,
look, see?
We're
Trauma Unit.
Oh, that's tight. Oh, hold up. I gotta set my phone up somehow, but we'll do the other for you. There. All right. So.
All right. We will see you on Saturday, Chris.
Yes.
All right. Thank you. Light headache will win. Papa, I'm sorry.
Light headache.
Light headache. They're
no, I get it.
I'm just checking you, cheeky bastard.
Yeah. Although I am stoked that constant headaches back together again.
We'll discuss it later. Where's my whiteboard?
That's on the other overlay. I don't have it on here.
He's talking about Snitsky.
I heard Snitsky in a shoot interview when he toured with WWE in Ireland. He went to a house party and nearly had a fight with an Irishman. He said the Irish are awesome when they fight anyone. You know who else is awesome is Snitsky.
Yes.
We got to meet Snitsky last week.
You want to see how awesome Snitsky is? This is how awesome Snitsky is. I got the baby that says Snitsky was here. It got booted.
Yeah, and I think he has expressed interest in coming on JTR.
He has.
Oh.
Not us. He likes us. Not us.
All right. Well, Minderz, let's get into let's make some picks here for the War Game show while we're looking at it. Excuse me. All right. First off, the 2-ring War Rumble. We don't know everybody in this match, but it looks like we got Bradley, we got J.R. Lindsay, Kid Riot is going to be there.
Yeah, Kid's going to be there.
I got to get this logo off because
there's Limbo.
Is that Limbo? Oh, Limbo's going to be there.
Yep.
Ooh, I like Limbo. I'm wearing Limbo's shirt.
I know you're wearing Limbo's shirt.
And then
you did that,
Alex
and
Monroe.
you still have this up, and you lifted to show your shirt, and the
I'm
dork.
I'm kind of a dork.
You are.
Limbo.
There it is.
Big guy.
I got that shirt too.
Yep. You know what? I didn't know he was in the match. I'm calling it. I'm saying Limbo. He's a big guy. He's gonna be hard to get out.
Yeah. I think it's gonna be TSO.
You think so?
I do. And they're pushing him really hard Thursday night.
Interesting.
Shadowplay, add me on Facebook, and I will send you the video.
It's not under Minderz though. Mindy Elam.
Yeah, it's under Mindy. Oh well, if you do it on Instagram, it's under Minderz.
Oh, okay.
AKA Minderz.
With a Z.
Yeah, with a Z.
I want to make sure we point this out. We got the Ken Anderson's having a seminar. $40 at the show from 3 to 5 at the Civic Center, and then he's also doing a meet and greet.
I think I'm down for the meet and greet. I basically just want to see if Anastasia's there. You love that. You know you love that joke. Come on now. You bangy, you'd like it.
I kind of popped for that one. I like my wordplay and I like puns.
Yep.
Sue me.
Yeah.
All right. So anyway, so if you got the VIP package, you get a meet and greet with Ken Anderson, and I think these also sell them like separately, like if you want to pay the money.
I believe it's 30 for a picture, 30 for an autograph, or 40 for the combination.
The combo, okay.
Yep.
All right. Well, let's move on. We have a ladder match, Minderz, and you know how I love ladder matches. The Anytime, Anywhere ladder match. This is the match that Ben Trust won before he got the Shining Light Championship. B.A. Malkin, Quest Parker, Tommy Davis, Noah Clover, Anthony Lopez, Zach Hendricks. That's a heck of a field for this match.
You know how torn I am?
I don't know how Tommy's going to do with a ladder. He's kind of a ground-based guy.
There are two of them here that I am torn between because I think Quest and Lopez are going to go after each other. Plus, Lopez has a belt, so no.
I'm just going to say I'm pulling for Hendricks.
That's
because
okay.
Here's my math, because he could either go after one of the singles belts, or when Doc comes back, he's got a tag title shot right there in his pocket.
I'm surprised that you're not going for BA. I'm real surprised you're not going for BA.
I was torn. I was between BA and Hendricks.
And I'm torn between Hendricks and Tommy. So you went Hendricks. I want it to be Hendricks, but I'm gonna I'll go for Tommy. I like Tom. Yeah. I like that Limb Ripper. I'll tell you what, his new character, the Limb Ripper.
I'm digging.
Love it.
Yeah. Ken Anderson was here. OTT. There was 2,000 fans, and he said the noise was like being at a WrestleMania. Everyone was on everyone's shoulders. Wow.
Who's BA gonna put through a ladder this time?
Let me look at the group again. I think I'd have to go with Noah.
Might be Noah, or I
Might
hate
be
to say it,
Quest.
might be Tommy. No,
I
it'll
think
be
it'll
Quest.
be Tommy. I think it'll be Noah or Quest.
Well, I'm trying to pick who our bad guys and who our good guys are. So it's
Lopez is a bad guy
Tommy,
here.
And Lopez, yeah.
We also have to keep track of Lopez because some places
he switches.
He's beloved.
Yes, he's beloved.
And we got the whole Q&A in this match, and they're on opposite ends.
Yep.
Which, for those that don't realize, that's Noah, Quest, and Lopez.
Q&A.
Yes, they're a trio in the St. Louis area.
Well, they travel together. I don't know if they're necessarily a trio.
True. Well, I think I've seen pictures where they're posing together in the ring.
Yeah, they usually are.
Okay, so I'm going Hendricks. You're going Tommy on that one.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Next up, speaking of Mr. Anderson.
Although in my right mind, I can't pick BA. We know this.
No, you can't. You can't you would, in your eyes, you can't lower yourself to pick BA.
I can't. Even though he's the one, him and Hendricks are the two that have a lot of experience in a ladder match.
Shadowplay says, when I go to the U.S., I need to hit up some indie shows. It's on my bucket list.
When
Come
you
to
go
the Midwest and hit us up.
Come find us. We'll go have a couple pints. We'll take you to some indie shows. We've only got 6 that we're in with.
Yeah, pretty much.
Tell me I'm wrong.
You are not wrong. All right, next up. I'm kind of stoked for this match, Minderz. Commissar Jake Parnell, the Warhorse, taking on Ken Anderson. Why does Jake Parnell look like a magician?
Oh, I thought he kind of looked like the Greatest Showman.
Kind of. It's like he's going to blow everyone's minds with the illusion of magic.
Right. Nah, he's just, it doesn't matter anymore.
He's a nihilist.
Yep. I mean, Ken was supposed to be here last year.
Hey, we had some fun with Ken at the expo.
We had a blast with Ken at the expo. I don't know if he remembers it. I don't know if he remembers it. We had a blast.
We made friends with his lady.
Anastasia, she's great. I love her. She's a lot of fun.
He has good taste in ladies with names because he and I have wives with the same name.
There you go.
But I have to go with Warhorse here. I got to go Parnell.
You go Parnell, I'll go Ken.
Okay.
Really, that's going to be a fans win, but
yeah,
it's okay.
It's going to be a hell of a match.
It's going to remind me a lot of when that guy I don't like was there, and they went against the Premier. He was with the Low Lifes, and they went against the Premier. Yep.
Did I hear right that the Premier popped up again? Not in Zero1, but in the Indies.
Maybe. I saw that. I sent it to you, I believe.
Ken's so underrated in WWE. He had the mic skills and could wrestle. You still haven't forgiven Orton for crying like a baby for that. All right. Next up, Tag Team Championship Minderz. We got the Young Goats, including the Problem Aaron Roberts from the WBID program, for those that don't know. They are challenging Killer Cake, which is Reign Victoria and Brittany Kay.
I'm calling chicanery.
You're calling the effery?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, so Reign, she's got tricks.
She does have tricks. So does Bill. So does Brittany. Yeah, I about said Billy. I meant Brittany. So does Brittany. I'm excited to see the Problem again, and Zay. So
yeah. You know what? It's a big show. I'm calling up. I'm not even saying upset. I'm calling title change. I'm saying Young Goats.
All right.
Even if it means Reign's going to kill me on Saturday.
She probably will.
She might. She scares me a little bit.
She scares everybody a little bit.
A little bit, yeah. All right. Next up, Junior Heavyweight Championship Triple Threat match, Minderz. And I was thinking about this because we got Joey O'Reilly, Jake Lander, Gary J. As I put my finger in my ear.
No one can see it. You have the thing up.
My ear's itchy. Well, that's why I said something. So I have a wager, Minderz.
Why?
I'm going with your usual anyone but Lander rule.
Okay.
So I got this between two guys.
Okay.
Will the show be streamed? I need to watch this. I'm hyped. I don't know if it'll be on Patreon or not after this is over.
Eventually.
If it winds up on Patreon, we'll share it on
we'll
Facebook.
get it to you. Yeah. We'll get it to you, Shadowplay.
Yeah. At very least, they might have some matches on YouTube.
Yeah.
So, but if that's the case, we'll make sure you know.
So, we'll make sure you get them.
So Joey O'Reilly, speaking of Irishmen, is defending the Zero1 USA Junior Heavyweight Championship against Jake Lander, former Zero1 USA champion. Which I'm saying this merely is just for the benefit of the new guy, our friend from Iowa, and Gary F&J, the stiff robo ginger, former junior heavyweight champion.
Yes.
And Minderz, you are not a fan of Joey O'Reilly, even though I have footage of you shaking his hand.
That doesn't look like a fun shake, though. It wasn't a fun shake. He's enjoying it more than I am. Joey's enjoying
more than you are.
Yeah.
And so is that lady sitting next to you.
She's awesome. She was at the expo. They were at the expo.
Oh, wow. See, I didn't recognize her because I wasn't there.
I saw them at the expo.
Yeah. So anyway, I think that Joey O'Reilly is going to retain this.
So you're using my law against me.
I'm using your law against you because I am a Joey O'Reilly fan.
I know you are.
But if you want to go with somebody other than Joey, then I have a wager in mind.
Well, of course, I can't. I'm going with Gary. See, he knows. He gets it.
So here's the here's my terms. When Joey retains,
yes,
and I said when, you know those little cowboy hats that he sells at the gimmick table?
What are you doing to me?
When Joey wins next Wednesday on the air, and you don't have to wear it for the entire episode, but when this show starts and the theme song ends and it goes to us, you are wearing a Joey O'Reilly cowboy hat.
If he wins.
Yeah, when he wins.
If. Fine.
I'll even buy the hat.
Well, that was sweet of you because I wasn't going to buy it. That was how I was going to get out of this.
I could have been a dick and said you have to buy the hat and wear it, but
yeah, that's not
as
fair.
A benevolent host.
Actually, I bet you if you told Joey what it was for, he might give us one. Just because it would. Oh my.
I just remember when America's Most Wanted would get Brokeback Mountain chants in TNA.
All right, let's move on. We got to finish talking about this one. We got AVW. I think there's a PWE show this week, or not PWE.
Elite Pro? No, not Elite Pro.
Not Elite Pro. There's Iron Spirit. There's
Signal 10.
What used to be Pinfall.
Right. Well, we have two more matches here, Minderz, on the War Game show. First up, we got our heavyweight championship. Victor Analog is defending against our buddy Minderz, Mr. Strike King. Mm-hmm. And this is a rematch. A couple years ago at this same show, they had a match for the Junior Heavyweight Championship that was kick-ass.
Mm-hmm. Do you think Cobra could take... Do you think he could be nominated in every single one of our Match of the Years this year?
I mean, he's on pace for it. And I'm fully expecting a banger out of these two.
Scott, we'll make it for something different.
Well, he doesn't have the size of Balls Mahoney.
He doesn't have the size of Balls Mahoney.
But I see it in the face. I'm going to throw that picture up again. I can see it in the face. I see a little Mahoney there. But I wasn't going to say I see balls there because
you already did, so it's great. Yeah. I can't go against the King. I love the Victor that we have. I love this Victor, but I can't go against the King.
You know how I feel about Cobra, but I have a feeling Parnell's there. I think there's going to be some fuckery.
I
Here's
think
what I hope.
I think he'll be ready for it if there is.
He may, but I'd like to imagine if Victor does win because Warhorse helps him, then that's going to get us Cobra and Warhorse at some point.
Well, here's the thing. Do you remember when Noah faced Cobra?
Yes.
Remember how much Cobra put him over?
Mm-hmm.
There's Cobra's backup. Because this past week on TNT, it was Noah versus Victor.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So Noah may have a beef.
Noah has a beef.
Oh, this is so nice.
Aww.
I don't
Gorilla.
know who's who. Are you Gorilla?
You're probably Gorilla. I'm probably Jesse because I always give you shit. So
it's kind of I think we're both each one at various points.
Right.
But I don't have the maroon suit jacket and the blue sunglasses.
And I don't have the cowboy hat or the tassel jacket.
You'll have the cowboy hat Saturday.
No, I won't. He's not winning. Wait, I have an idea.
Uh-oh. Damn it, Scott.
If Gary wins, you have to dye your beard red.
Oh boy. Okay. Hang on. Hey, Stace.
It can just be the spray. It could be just the color hairspray.
There's a bet afoot. If for the junior heavyweight championship, and I'm for those watching, I'm running this by the wife because any cosmetic alterations have to go through her.
And it could be the washed out hairspray. It doesn't have to be. It has not to be permanent.
Okay. Oh, she's worried. So it's Joey, Glander, and Gary. If Joey wins, Minderz has to come on the show Wednesday with Joey's cowboy hat on that he sells at the gimmick. Minderz has proposed that if Gary wins, then I have to spray the temporary dye job into my beard and dye it red.
It'll wash out with shampoo.
She says it'll wash out.
I will not support the cutting of the beard.
Nope.
No cutting of the beard.
No cutting. We're turning it red.
All right. So if Gary J wins the junior heavyweight championship, wait.
You know the way we can both get out of this?
If Lander wins.
Right.
I have another proposition.
Uh-oh.
Oh, shit. Well, here it probably comes, Scott, because
purple wig.
Purple wig.
She has a purple wig.
That ain't gonna work.
That might be hard with headphones.
Yeah. Yeah, because a cowboy hat isn't going to be hard with headphones.
Hey, Jim Ross made it work.
What about a pink handkerchief? Bandana.
Now we got to make it red.
Nah, she's insisting on the red beard.
Because it's Gary.
Because Gary's got a red beard.
He's ginger. All right.
Scott says we should both have to do something if somehow Lander wins.
You come up with something, Scott, and we'll see if we accept.
We'll see.
We'll see. We're not guaranteeing we'll accept. We'll see.
Oh, this is getting spicy. All right, so I'm picking.
You know Victor, you're gonna have to. I'm picking Cobra.
Yeah. Now,
we have to put this on our page after this is over.
So, are you gonna bring the beard?
I'll make sure
with you, and then do it at the show after the match.
I'm gonna make you do it right before the show on Wednesday.
Are you gonna make you get video of it also?
No, because you'll have it on the video.
Okay, all right.
I'm not because you'll probably need like paper towels or something so you don't get on your shirt.
I'll have to have some sort of a bib going on.
Yeah, you'll have to have a bib or something.
No, just beard, not the mustache.
No, just the beard. Just the beard.
Okay.
Because I think you're gonna look hilarious with a red beard and white mustache.
I think the joke's gonna be on you. I don't think I'm gonna look awesome.
Well, we'll see.
Sexy.
Okay.
Maybe. We got one more match to talk about here, Minderz. That's War Games. We talked about it a little bit with Chris.
We did.
Briefly. So we got Devontae Knox, Chris O'Brien, and Theo White from Trauma Unit with their manager, Greg Jovi, along with our buddy, the Powder Keg, Jimmy Carrot, on Team Trauma Unit, taking on Team Light, which is Luminary, Hippie Johnny, Gwen Adana, and Constant Headache of Kenny Calix and Anakin Murphy.
They need to change that picture because Kenny don't have that belt no more.
Oh, yeah, that's true. I feel like Jovi might be a liability.
I think Jovi's going to be the Game changer.
He might have a trick up his sleeve.
And
They gotta have something. They gotta have something cooking. They think, especially if they have Carrot on the team,
right?
So
and who's to say that Jovi might not get hurt right before the match and have to get a replacement?
Possibly. Maybe Casey Jackson's pulling the wool over everybody's eyes with how hurt he is.
Maybe.
Probably not. He was.
Yeah, he really is hurt.
Here's my concern also, Minderz.
What if Kenny would turn on the light and constant headache?
You might break poor Papa Pullman's heart, though. He just got the family back together.
I don't care. I love my nephew.
What if Hippie turned on him? He's got no scruples.
No, I don't think Hippie would turn on him. He fits into that group way too well.
That's true.
I don't think Anakin would turn.
No, he just turned. He wouldn't turn back.
Yeah, he wouldn't turn back.
Unless Constant Headache just turned on the light altogether and they went heel.
That's not going to be any fun either.
No.
Not right now.
Well, so I have a hunch you're picking Trauma Unit to win this. I think, actually, you know what? We both are. To the X up. I'm going Trauma Unit also. They're due. Here's my concern, Minderz. Jimmy's going to do something stupid in that case.
Oh, we know. We know.
But that carries us into...
it wouldn't surprise me if Anakin doesn't do something stupid. It wouldn't surprise me if Devontae does something stupid.
I'm more thinking it's going to be Anakin and Jimmy. They're going to carry the dumb load. Which I say with respect. They're deathmatch guys. They like to do the hardcore stuff.
I don't know if they
probably
like
some
to
pointy
do
implements involved to some degree. But
Deadpool's
anyway,
coming with me. Deadpool's coming with me.
And the fish.
Why am I bringing the fish?
I don't know. Oh wait, no, you're not pulling for Constant Headache for once.
No.
But no, my concern. Jimmy Carrot has a title match the next day.
Yeah.
He has to defend that AVW Heavyweight Championship against Jackson Morgan on Sunday.
Nope.
That changed?
That changed.
Damn it.
That changed.
No, me up on these things.
You're getting your damn match that you want. I sent you this.
Oh, no, you did tell me that. Yeah. But no, he's got Joey on Sunday.
Yeah. Now, Theo, I mean.
I don't know, Chris is all right.
Again,
I think Chris is going to know better than to do something stupid because he doesn't want to get hurt again.
Right.
Well, injured, not hurt. Everybody's hurt.
Yeah, everybody will be hurt, but injured.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's run down AVW then. So, main event is Joey O'Reilly and Jimmy Carrot.
Yep. I mean, this is happening. No, I'm not going to hate you because I already know what you're doing. Ooh.
What?
Well, we'll wait till we're done with all this, but Mad Bash just released another match for the 31st.
All right. Well, let's save the title match for the end. Let's start from the rest of them.
Yeah, but you need me to tell you what the rest of them. I sent them to you, if you remember.
Yeah, but I didn't have time to put them on the.
I'm not. All you had to do was look at it. That's what I'm going to do.
Stop yelling at me.
I'm not yelling at you. Right? I got it. You ready? I got it. We got Limbo versus Malenko.
Okay.
Maleko. I think that's one of the War Beast guys.
That's one of the War Beast guys.
Okay. Which makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
We still have the Cantina Street Fight with Cold Hard Cash, which, if I remember correctly, is going to be Christian.
Rico and Cash.
Yeah, Rico and Cash against Kid Riot and Chris Gates. Which Chris Gates is the big guy.
Yeah.
The Skywalker.
Are we making picks?
Oh yeah, we probably better do that.
Okay, so first off, the
Limbo Maleko. What's that? I hear baseball game.
I don't know.
I don't think Wade ever really gets to play. I think he's out of the play.
It's not on my end. It has to be on your end.
I was surprised Fairchild called him safe, to be honest with you.
All right, let's just keep going. Let's just talk over it. It's fine.
Yeah.
You gonna take a pick here?
I'm gonna go Limbo.
Me too. Duh. Do you have your iPad on or something?
No.
Your phone? There, whatever that is. You just turned it down.
I don't know why it was picking up on the audio. It's not plugged into anything.
It's your ghost.
Yeah,
hey, Shadowplay is going to give us some Irish female wrestlers to keep an eye on.
Oh, heck
please
yeah.
do.
Yeah,
please do.
You know what? We may have to make him have us keep us on the loop on like all the UK indie stuff.
Let's do it. The Session Moth Martina, Mila Grace, and Debbie Keitel.
Keitel, maybe.
Keitel. Okay. Cantina Street Fight. Cold Hard Cash versus Kid Riot and Chris Gates.
I'm going Cold Hard Cash, and I hope that they're playing the Cantina music during the entire match. You Star Wars fans will get this.
I can't bet against Kid.
I love Kid, but I'm not sold on Chris Gates.
Well, I'm not either, but I really like Kid, so I'll go with Kid. Skywalker Eliminator match.
Okay.
They're sticking with this whole Star Wars theme, so.
Mm-hmm.
Brody Bodkins.
Okay.
Clayton Clark.
Bang bang.
Bang bang. Elijah Eros.
Okay.
Yeah, I kind of read that too. So I hope that's not the case. I hope Carrot's not doing 2 matches.
Hey.
Because that's definitely pulling Devontae.
Yeah. Debbie Keitel was like Lyra's twin sister. They were a team in OTT.
Oh, okay. Clayton Clark, Elijah Eros, Devontae Knox.
Mm-hmm.
Mike Noble, the guy that has the tattoo that's on his pants too.
Mm-hmm.
Versus DeCobra.
Okay. I don't think it's going to be Devontae because I don't think he'll be 100% after War Games.
Okay.
Clayton and Cobra both have big matches on Saturday.
The only ones that are going to maybe, and we don't even know because we just don't know their schedules, Brody Bodkins and Mike Noble are the only 2 that we're aware of that we're not aware if they have a match on Saturday. Everybody else does.
You know what? I'm going to be bold. I'm going to pick Mike Noble. I don't like not picking Cobra for anything this weekend.
Okay, I'm going to agree with you on the fact that I think Devontae is going to be feeling it a bit. But I think I'm going to go with Clayton.
Okay.
Clayton needs some.
He's due.
He's due.
Yeah.
I like that Clayton Clark sometimes. Then we have a No Limits title match.
Zay Gates.
Versus Kenneth James.
Of the Dead Bods, right?
Yep.
Zay. I'm picking Zay.
Yeah. Devontae, I get it. I know you did 11 matches in 3 days. I get it. I get it. No, we do know you. We do know you. I'm just saying. And then, okay, so I hope nobody gets mad at me at this. Gets mad at me on this one. But I'm just going to say that one of these things is not like the other. Are you ready?
Go for it.
It's a 4-way battle.
Okay.
Zach Nova.
Okay.
Mikkel Murphy.
Okay.
Ricky Guns.
Okay.
Theo White.
Theo. Can we hope for Theo spearing the crap out of Mikkel Murphy?
Please, Theo. I know you're listening. Please. If you don't win, I'm going to be disappointed. I'm going to be very disappointed. Mm-hmm. All right, so there's
Theo
ABW
outweigh
for
everybody
you.
else in that match?
Huh?
Does Theo outweigh everybody else in that match?
Probably. I'm not sure how big Ricky. I can't remember how big Ricky Guns is. But I know Nova's not very big. We know Murphy's not real big.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's Guns, and then you've got our beast Theo that we love.
Yes.
So, but then it also says 2 more matches to be announced at the event. So that might be where we get our Jackson versus Carrot, which That's not even fair.
Jackson has a shot owed to him because he won the all the keys for the exit.
Right, but it's Mother's Day, so maybe he couldn't make it.
Maybe.
We can hope.
The O'Doyles may have to go visit Mama O'Doyle at some point.
Seashell's still going to be there, and Mikkel's still going to be there, so.
I wonder if they'd have Seashell challenge Carrot. Cecil Cerveza.
Yeah, I don't see that one happening.
Danville Angel.
Danville Angel. Danville Angel.
All right. So, and then, then we talked about it. Joey O'Reilly, Jimmy Carrot. I have a hunch, just the gut feeling, Minderz, that, and I know Limbo's there, but I have a gut feeling that Joey's going to win this belt.
No, don't you bite your tongue.
I'm sorry. I like
bite
Jimmy.
Your damn tongue.
This is a pick'em for me.
I'm telling Jimmy.
We were compared to Gorilla Monsoon earlier. This is a pick'em. That's what Gorilla would say about this.
Well, I'm telling Jimmy.
I thought you weren't a rat.
I'm not that type of rat. But I'm a tattletale, damn it.
You are a tattletale.
I'm a tattletale when it comes to
before.
it. I did. Sure did.
I forbid I have an opinion.
Hold on.
Ooh.
Reb just picked Joey to beat you Sunday. ...
But he hopes that Jimmy wins. Shadow Play has breaking news. Miley Grace just signed with TNA. Just broke 2 hours ago.
Nice. That's the one we're supposed to watch. That's one of the ones we're supposed to watch.
It'll be easier to watch her, but she's in TNA.
That'll make life easier. And I need to go to Mad Bash because they announced a match.
Oh, Scott, you are not wrong.
See? Everybody knows better. You don't tell me something and say, don't tell Jimmy, because...
I didn't say don't tell Jimmy. I said you don't have a reason to tell Jimmy.
Yeah, I did.
As a journalist, I'm allowed to have an opinion. Okay,
Michael Cole.
Hey, don't compare me to that glass-jawed punk.
So, his response was happy to disappoint him.
Hey, I hope he does. I'll just say it. I hope he does.
So, Mad Bash Wrestling, the Blue Album, #1 contender for the Mad Bash Wrestling Championship.
Mm-hmm.
One Dalton Davis versus Devontae Knox.
Ooh.
Right? I'm excited.
That'd be a good one.
There's
also a title match that night, too, for the Mad Bash Championship. Colby Jack and Jason Levi.
Yep. And Zach Abstract versus Kenny Calix.
Yeah.
And I'm going to miss it.
I'm now your international wrestling scoop reporter.
There you go. That's fine. You can be our scoop reporter.
We may have to have him just send us videos, just going through things, so we can just play it on here.
There you go.
All right. Is there anything else? We've gone an hour and a half just talking about what's happening this weekend, pretty much.
It's about like when you ran through all the independents from WrestleMania weekend.
I think I'm still reading that list.
I think you are too. Oh, but I am going to bring up one other one that I sent you that I was super excited to see. It's not happening this weekend, but it's happening soon.
Mm-hmm.
It's happening June 7th. That is the JV team.
Yes, Jack
Dalton
Vaughn,
McKenzie and Jack Vaughn.
Davis?
McKenzie?
Mm-hmm.
You are going to get smacked. You did that to me. You did that to me all freaking weekend.
Well, but you say the first name of somebody who has another wrestler with the same first name, and you talk about him all the time, too.
Well,
then I have to assume.
Versus
but who are they
the
wrestling?
Good Brothers. The Good Brothers.
Gallows and Anderson.
Yeah.
I remember from my first Square Circle Expo because I saw them on Saturday morning and they were feeling no pain.
Oh, I bet.
Well, they might be feeling some pain after feeling no pain the night before.
I think it was one of them now is on 500 Days of Sobriety. Yeah. I just saw that the other day.
I think it might be Gallows, and she mentioned
Is it Gallows?
I think it might be. But whoever it is, good for them.
Yep.
Now I feel guilty. I gave them both jumping the rail beer koozies at the first Square Circle Expo.
They can still use it for their water bottles.
That's true. That's true.
You can use it for soda. It's not like just because they are sober doesn't mean, respect to the sobriety.
Well, Minderz, what do you say I think we should call this one an episode. We talked about a lot of stuff today.
We did. We got another one to do.
Yep. And so stay tuned next Wednesday, and either Minderz will be wearing a hat or I will have a red beard, which is make work interesting also, by the way.
Here's the beauty of that stuff, though, Reb. You can literally spray it on when you get home from work, and then once you take a shower, it'll wash out.
I'm going to let Stacy do the spraying because she has better aim than me.
Not even touching that one.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well done.
Not even touching that one.
That's fair. All right. Well, we're kind of rambling a little bit, so
yeah, let's get out of here. We got to ramble about something else.
All right. Well, thanks everybody for joining us. Enjoy Backlash if that's what you choose to watch this weekend. If not, go to an indie show. They're a lot of fun.
There's plenty of them around, and they're not going to cost near as much as Backlash.
No. But next week, like we said, we will be joined by Bax from the St. Louis area.
I'm so excited.
So that's going to be a good time. But until then, for Minderz, as always, life is hard, work stiff. We'll see you guys next week.